So on this vlog, we're throwing it back to the time I traveled to Tsavo West. Hello and welcome to my channel. If you're new, welcome, and to my returning subbies, what's up? Thank you so much for joining me. My name is Ivy Miricho, and here we talk about all things travel. The journey to Tsavo West is approximately 6 hours from Nairobi, but you have to factor in traffic, stopovers, bathroom breaks and all that, especially now that Mombasa Road is under construction. We finally made it to Tsavo West National Park, and payments are made at the gate, and KWS doesn't accept cash payments, so please make sure you load your card or M-Pesa. Also make sure you have your ID or passport with you, just so that they can validate whether you're a citizen or a resident. The lodge where we would be staying is located inside the park, and it was also drizzling on our way, and we got to see some small animals like tick-ticks and squirrels. We finally made it to our home for the next couple of days, Kilaguni Serena, and I love that immediately you walk into the lodge, you're surrounded with greenery, fresh air, and it's just so peaceful and beautiful. And immediately you walk into the lobby, the view draws you in, and as you walk down to the restaurant, you get to see the spectacular view of the watering hole and the Chulu Hills in the distance, and on a clear day you can see Mount Kilimanjaro. We had a yummy buffet lunch, and the thing that I like most about Kilaguni Serena is that the restaurant overlooks the watering hole. As you have your meals, you get to see different kinds of animals coming in for a drink. You already know, here is a quick room tour for you guys. And just like the restaurant, the rooms also have a beautiful view of the watering hole from a distance and Chulu Hills. Also note that there are no fences, and as you can see, there's no boundary between the room and the park, because the lodge is inside the park, and so you can see animals right outside your room. Usually it's just herbivores like impalas and gazelles, which I love, but you have to make sure that you close your doors just so that insects don't get in, and just any other kinds of small animals. So we walked around the lodge just to get a feel of what. And in the evening, we had sundowners to celebrate the death of 2020. Dinner was absolutely delicious. After dinner, we went to a New Year's celebration party that was hosted by the Lord. So there were some dances and other presentations made. Day 2! Immediately after breakfast, we headed out to the park for a game drive, and our first stop of the day was Shetani Lava Flow. Shetani Lava Flow is massive and very expansive. It reaches up to the Chulu Hills. The place is very rocky and hot, so make sure you wear your sunscreen, a hat and some sunglasses. Another thing to note is that Shetani Lava Flow is inside the park, so you don't have to pay extra to see and access the place. And as we were leaving, we got to see this lone baboon, and I think that he was the center of the group, so he was there to alert the other baboons whether there were any predators in sight. So as we were leaving Shetani Lava Flow, we got to see some animals, and on to our next stop, the beautiful Mzima Springs. Just so you know, this was my favorite part of the trip. Spoiler alert, oops. But yeah, Mzima Springs is a walking safari which leads to a series of natural pools springing from the Chulu Hills. So as you walk towards the pools, you'll notice on either side of the path are some skulls and a little description of that animal. For instance, we saw buffalo skulls, elephant skulls, and the description is just to give you like distinguishing features of that animal. So Mzima is absolutely beautiful. It's this lush place, and it's hard to believe Mzima is in Tsavo because the Tsavo ecosystem, both east and west, are very hot. The environment there is very hot and dry, so Mzima just feels like a very beautiful oasis. And the pools have this little blue fish, which I thought was so beautiful. On to the next pool. So here is an underwater viewing tank where you can see fish swimming and some hippos. I didn't see any hippos swimming inside the tank. I just saw some fish, but usually you can see them. The tank is not in the best condition, but I guess the most important thing is that you can see the fish. The last pool and my favorite pool. So this was the highlight of my whole safari. Seeing this family of hippos, which were just so chill. They were just grazing, others were swimming, and I'm constantly in awe of hippos. Like, you can't tell, but they're really fast swimmers, and they're also very dangerous, so I fear them. Apparently they kill more humans than even lions do, so they're very scary, big and dangerous. So after Mzima Springs is back to the lodge, and on our way we got to see some oryx and some giraffes and impalas. After lunch I just went down for a nap and then woke up and caught this beautiful sunset. Got to see this lone buffalo having a drink at the watering hole. Dinner was yummy and all meals are buffet style, so you get to choose what you want. Day 3! You already know the drill. Immediately after breakfast, we headed out for a game drive, and this time we missed the elephants by seconds. Oh! So annoying because elephants had been so elusive during our stay, and Tsavo elephants are very beautiful because they have some sort of red color just because of the soil in the Tsavos. The thing with Tsavo National Park is that it's very bushy. It's not vast grassland, so it can be quite difficult to spot animals. Our first stop for the day was Tsavo Volcanic Crater, aka the Devil's Crater, for a quick hike. So this is a hill we're gonna be hiking, and it's about 20 minutes climbing up and down. The view from the top is supposed to be absolutely beautiful. As you can see, I'm struggling because it was so hot. It was like 9 in the morning and it was so hot. What you don't see is the heat, and also the ground was quite slippery as the rocks are loose, so you can easily fall, and there are no steps. and there's no rail to like hold on to, so you can easily just slide. So I'd suggest that you wear shoes that have a good grip, and I hadn't prepared for that. But we made it to the summit, and the views, wow, it's absolutely worth it. And on a clear day you can see Mount Kilimanjaro. I'd say the descent was the hardest part just because of the slipperiness, as I mentioned. It's safe to say I slipped, but I didn't fall. And even if I fell, how would you know? How would you know? So it's an easy hike, and I'd suggest to go there early in the morning. Wear sunscreen, wear a hat if possible. Again, comfortable shoes with a good grip. Carry drinking water, and you know the vibes. Good vibes all around. And also make sure you go with a ranger, because you could encounter an animal. And we'd been told actually that a leopard and wild dogs had been spotted days before, so we couldn't take any chances. So make sure you go with a KWS ranger. And we just saw impalas, we saw some waterbacks, zebras, and it wasn't the most successful game drive. We were hoping to see, leopards, buffaloes, elephants, but we didn't get to see any of those. We saw some elephants from afar, from a distance, but we didn't see them up close, unfortunately. So game drives here, as I said, are really down to chance and timing. Back at the lodge for lunch, and we got to see this family of baboons headed to the waterfall. The times at Kilaguni Serena were always something to look forward to. So in the evening I didn't do much. I napped and then went for a swim. That's pretty much it, honestly. It was a really good holiday, very chill, got to relax, got to go on safari. Unfortunately we didn't see any elephants, but it was a fun trip. The food was absolutely delicious. Can't wait to go back to Kilaguni Serena. But that's it for this vlog, you guys. Thank you for joining me. Thank you for reaching this far. And if you haven't, please subscribe for more awesome travel content. And if you have any questions, please feel free to leave them in the comments down below. I'm going to leave a link to a blog post that I did on Tsavo West, which has all the information that you need. I hope you enjoyed it, and please subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.